Hey, I'm just gonna stew on this thought for the next couple of hours if I don't put it anywhere. Um, People's distance control sucks. And a large part of why it ends up sucking and people get to just walk in on their strata like, no, I'm better than that, is an experience of their own development and growth. Just so cool. As you get better, your lack of fear of being closer to people plummets. That's cool. That shows that you are developing and getting more experienced in this game. That's rad. That doesn't mean that your distance control is closer. They're like, nah, you can step right in and I'm faster. No! That's not how that works at all. I experienced this first and recognized it first teaching a bunch of LARPers. Because LARPers spend so much time on the bee's dick of distance, just fucking cracking each other. Think of SCA and HMB, but with the lightest, fastest weapons. And like some other baggage. And their sense of distance and timing is actually kind of fucking profound. But as they get better, they keep getting closer. Until you are like the third instance, and that's where you're starting your fight. And this is what makes a lot of longsworders and a lot of the rapier fencers who are actually just doing one-handed fucking long saber. It's what fucks up their ability to do 80% of what the book says, because they're too fucking close. And people don't respect the fact that when you actually get to the stock standard distance of strata where they can lean and touch you, once you're in that distance, what is that? That's second instance in Tibalt, or it's a variable distance in Silver, or if your book doesn't tell you what distances are, you're forever boned. As you get into that distance, it doesn't matter how comfy or good you are to just go, yeah, nah. That's not it. You want to respect the fact that they're in your distance. You want to respect the fact that you're too close. Because if you don't, they just hit you and you cope. Follow what your book says about distance, even if you're more comfortable being closer. Because this is where people who are taller or people who are faster, they're just like, I don't get why everyone lets me in this close. This is so funny. This is a joke. I'm not tall. And I fucking wreck some tall motherfuckers who are fast because I'm cognizant of the by the book distance, regardless of how comfy I am. I will happily fence someone damn near nuts to nuts. That's also, I'm also going to be using the plays to get there if I want to get there, which I kind of don't. That sucks. But I can play there. But my ego isn't so fucking profoundly over the top that nothing is real till I finally feel my fight or flight. I'm like, what? You're too fucking close, and this is where you get zinged in the fucking neck, and the best thing you can do is a shit tier afterblow where you're trying to injure the other person to cope your way out of the fact that your distance sucks. Or you're occupying their sword with your fucking limbs instead of fucking parrying. Or you're occupying their sword with your neck so that you can fucking thrust around it. Fuck. So the mistake that people are making is they're looking for that same alarm bell of too close that they had when they started. And that alarm bell disappears the more comfortable you get, and you just get closer. And then you stop having alarm bells, and then you wonder why people fucking zing you out of nowhere, and the best thing you can do is shit to your afterblow. Because you never fucking did anything on the way in. And most people don't learn that they need to develop game to cross that distance. Because their own alarm bells aren't screaming, things are wrong. So because we have an epidemic of this alarm bells aren't screaming, closed-eye erratic shit becomes the meta, and whatever predetermined closed-eye erratic shit that barely scrapes you through comps becomes your local meta. But if you just follow what the book fucking says, like Tibble, you're at second instance, you need to make one move to consolidate or one move to make the last little bit of distance crunch hit, then you go for the next commitment because you thrust vigorously at that fucking distance. Oh, look at that. I spent a tempo making sure nothing gets fucking squirrely and I get to hit you. Magic. When you get to that distance, some people try and dive bomb fucking swimming motions at you, and you just got to make sure that you do rapier versus rapier and dagger because they're treating their left hand as a dagger, right? Shit like that. I don't know, read your books and you get what the fuck I'm on about. Just don't misrecognize comfort for now you're faster. Still play to the distances that your book says and use the damn answers that live for that, regardless of how comfy you are for just squirreling your way in. Because then you're not consciously doing distance. You're not doing distance control. You're doing fear management. That's not distance control. You're not controlling the distance. You're just fucking around. I mean, also you should fuck around with your fencing more so that you don't go insane. But yeah. So that's why a lot of people's distance sucks. And the second you're honest about I'm going to do exactly what the distance says, you start eating people alive. Especially the more comfortable they are, the more accomplished they are. Especially in free play. You start just going, you do not perceive we're in lager. I'm going to do my setup actions. You're going to cross in. You're going to crunch it to Shredder, or you're going to crunch it to first instance, or you're going to crunch it to fucking time of the hand or time of the body. And as long as I can keep you in a position that I can counter in the next tempo, you're going to be annoyed. And then you're going to stop advancing on me. And then I'm going to have to slowly advance, spend my 4+ moves to cross those distances that you fucking ignore, put you out of slight position or constrain you, then pop you when you finally shit your pants. Now, is that perfect? No. No, it is perfect. As long as you treat it as that plan is perfect, you'll do well. And then you just get angry and fix all the fucking minutiae on the way through. So it is a perfect plan. It's just, you may fuck it up until you're good at it. That's okay. God. But the main fuck up is, don't wait until you get alarm bells to go, oh yeah, shit's real. Because your alarm bells numb and you get desensitized to them. And then some fucking larper goes, I don't know why I can hit you. You've been doing this for how long? Or someone who's actually conscious about true distance control. And I mean true motherfucker distance control, where they're controlling the rate of crunch and they're controlling the rate of expansion and they're playing with opening space and closing space. they're going to just be like, this one's going on the highlight reel, boys. Because they will look at a complete beginner, someone who's never fenced before, and not be so fucking cocky and arrogant to not make setups and actions at the correct distances. No. I keep saying I don't know as a cop-out. No, I think I know. Don't fuck with yourself. Do what your book says.